There are many things that we can do in yoga to stimulate digestive flow. If you feel very bloated and tight, these poses may work for you. When your belly is full, when you feel like things are a little sluggish in your belly, I like to stay close to the floor, close to the mat. And so we'll be doing mostly supine and seated poses for this practice. Start by making movements on your belly. As you press the palm of your hand on your belly, just to stimulate the flow, to warm up that belly area, honor your belly. Just by rubbing the belly, you address the tightness, the bloating, the pressure. In Chinese medicine, it's especially promoted to relieve bloating and cramping and tightness. So as you just take your time to rub the belly, you create just a softness and a sense of ease in that area. Now let's do a little movement. With your sit bones planted, move your upper body and move in circles in one direction. And move in circles in the opposite direction. And see if you can make these really wide circles. And now that we've been in this seated position for a few minutes, cross your legs the opposite direction. And if this isn't a comfortable seated position for you, just find another way to sit comfortably. Now let's do cat-cow in the seated position. Take your hands behind you. Open your chest nicely. Come forward on your sits bones and exhale. Just feel this lower back rounding a bit. Inhale, use the arms so that you can come way forward, lots of movement in the spine. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. If your hands behind you aren't comfortable, just take your hands to your knees, press your kneecaps, draw your heart forward, open your chest and lift your chin. Exhale, same thing. Just draw from the navel back to the spine. Inhale, open, get this fullness of the movement. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come to all fours position. In all fours position, draw your big toes together, take your knees wide apart, and release your head so that the ears and the upper arms line up. Breathe in deep and breathe out long. Just notice how, as your organs are all kind of squeezing together here, how that influences the fullness that you get in the back body. Have a nice ease to your breath. And a softness. Come back to all fours position and move in cat-cow. Look back so that your feet are right behind your knees with your toes tucked under. Lift your chin. Exhale, look in toward your heart and get the back body full. Inhale Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, slow, and easy breath work. Extend your feet forward and bend your right knee. Place your right foot just to the outside of the left leg. Draw your heart toward your bent leg. Take your right hand behind you, reach your left arm up, and twist. You can take your elbow to the outside of the knee or your hand to the outside of the knee. Invite your breath to help create a little bit of spaciousness, even in the fullness of your twist. Now let's do the counter twist. So take your right hand to your inner right knee and draw yourself into a twist in the opposite direction. Release your foot, extend your legs, sit tall before bending your left knee and place your left foot to the outside of the right knee. Do the twist, twisting in toward the lifted knee. Your choice, you can take your elbow to the outside if you feel like that gives you just too much compression in your organs. Just take the hand to the outside of the knee and enjoy your breath here. And we'll do the counter twist as well. Just twist to the opposite direction. And release out of the twist. As you straighten both legs, come to lie down. As you lie down, you can bend your knees. With your knees bent, just draw your right knee in. Just give it a nice big hug. Reach your left leg out and straighten the left leg. The top of the left thigh might pop up, so just give it a reassuring touch to draw it toward the earth. Now bend your left knee, place the right foot down. Do the same with the left. So take your left leg up, draw it in. I'm going to go really slow when you're working on your digestion. Not too tight, or not drawing it in as close as possible, just easy movements. You can stretch your right leg out as you're ready, and in the same way, just with the hand, give that thigh a nice loving touch so you're drawing it toward the earth. Release your left leg as you bend your right leg. Now lift both feet up off the mat, draw the knees in, and in the same way, not really a tight hug to the ribs, but just to draw in and maybe just move side to side. It's Apanasana it's called. Just want to create perhaps a little massage to the back body as you move slowly. You allow your breath to help stimulate the digestive process that you're working through. You may want to take your feet up toward the sky. You can hold on to your shins, or some of you can hold on to the baby toe side of the feet and do the same thing. Just rock side to side. This is a very slow and easeful practice. When we're trying to digest, we want to be as kind to ourselves as possible, to stimulate and ease the digestive flow. Draw your knees together now. Allow your knees to draw over to your left side in fetal pose. As you lie in fetal pose, take your right arm forward, reach it far forward. Keep the knees touching and swing your right arm up and over. Inhale, take it up and over. If your shoulder doesn't come down to the mat, no worries. Just allow this nice freedom of the opening. As you keep your knees planted, reach your swinging right arm back and up and forward as much as possible, reaching it way forward. Inhale, open the chest nicely. Now slowly lift your knees up. And let's come to the opposite side. Come to fetal pose on the right side. Take your left hand way forward so the shoulder lifts. And now as you slide the left hand to open the chest, you get this nice fullness. You keep your knees together as you repeat the action. Reach way forward. Take the arm up and over. Again, reach your arm up. Extend it. Inhale, take it up and over. Inhale, lift it up and slowly roll over so that your knees are bent and your feet are planted. With your feet hip distance apart, press your elbows down in this robot arm form with the palms facing each other. Inhale and lift your pelvis up. You get this nice fullness to the chest as you press your head back. Let the breath be very full. Your legs really strong. Your heart really open. Find this fullness in the breath as you pause in the pose. And exhale, release your pelvis down. Place your feet together. With your feet in a prayer pose, take your knees wide apart. And just as we did at the beginning of the practice, move your hand on your belly to continue to stimulate the digestive flow, to create ease where there might have been some tightness or bloating. Nice, easy circles. With your attention to your breath, you can stay in this pose or straighten your legs for Shavasana, for a resting pose where you just assimilate these actions and allow this practice to continue to stimulate the digestive flow. Thank you for joining in the practice. Namaste.